And we're back. Sorry about that. Power outage on the GM's front. So, we had a little break. Let's get back into the business. So, as you Eku and Vroon are now up for watch. What's the conversation about, basically? Is there a conversation? Uh, um, Jan, I believe you're muted.
Yeah, I have just that's why I was holding up my finger like just a sec, just a
Okay.
sec. There was a thing.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Um, I think I'm just asking Echo like, so Echo, why did you become a guide?
It was the easiest. I know the jungle. I need money.
Did you grow up in the jungle?
I have, well, if you have not lived in Port Nyanzaru, you have lived everywhere else. Yes, I was. I know the jungle well. I cannot claim to have been born there, but I have lived most of my life and made my living there. Yes.
See, and how are your charities going?
I feel you doubt me on that point.
It is odd.
Do you find it
Not
odd? You
not
fi-
a lot of people, especially in Port Nyanzaru, would be so giving.
and you know that, and you do not believe that that is. I find it strange that you find the fact that I have kindness and generosity odd. But I understand the question, and I understand the
Think I have
sentiment.
become cynical.
Huh. I would have become cynical too. Just one moment. We might lose power in 5.
I don't know.
He's testing.
The good news is now we know how to solve that in
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Okay. You're still good. You're still here.
Yeah.
We're still here. We're still good.
It's good.
Yay. Okay. So, well, we only would have lost 3 minutes, so that's not too bad. So yes, let's get back into the conversation. So you were asking about, yeah, cynical. What was it?
Yes, I've become somewhat cynical, perhaps.
Perhaps, but cynical does not prevent. And while I have been myself a bit cynical on many things, that does not mean that you must abandon your ways or your faith or even your values. You are a strange one, even amongst your peers. I have seen you walk around in metal armor. Many Luxodon here in Chult, they pretend to be subservient. You have lost that pretense.
Perhaps a result of spending a while in Waterdeep.
Hmm. Well, then I think more of your people should go up there.
Perhaps. I think that might not be a bad idea.
But there is something more about you. I can sense it in an aura. Hmm. No. You are marked. By what I am not sure. And I do not say that in a bad way. I am curious about you.
Well,
Hun.
it seems we will have a lot of time to travel together.
True. Just be wary, though. And I would say the same to any of your friends. Any secrets that you might have. And then she stops. She turns. And Vroon, you can hear it as well. There's maybe a lapping in the water to the east of your position.
Mhm.
And you can see Laryl sort of coming back hurriedly from that direction. Sorsha, can you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
For me or for my pet?
No, for you.
Okay. Wisdom it is.
Okay. So yeah. So normally,
don't
what
wake
would
up.
happen was he's trying to communicate with you urgently, but you are sleeping the sleep of the dead. You have shut off. You have decided, I'm putting my earplugs in. I'm turning my cell phone off. Do not bother me. But yeah, Vroon, you can hear, and as you can see, Echo sort of stands up. She pulls out. Let's see. No, she does not have any weapons. But you're right. She's a pacifist. Um, but basically says, I think you should wake your friends. We are no longer alone.
I go inside the hut. Actually, can I go inside the hut? Like,
Yes, you can. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I from like it just bars certain people from entering, right?
Exactly.
And Eku is actually going to go to the tents and wake up. It's basically she's gonna move into the tent with quickly run with Inete and sort of try and wake her up.
I think instead of saying like Vroon doesn't say anything, but there's just like this trumpet, like he sticks his hands his head into the tiny hut and he just goes.
Oh, the wake up call.
Okay, at that point, Sorsha, as soon as you wake up, you have the flashing. All of a sudden, you all of a sudden the messages relay as through Leryl's eyes as he's trying to import. You can see three figures, um, with the sort of apocalypse now kind of style, as with the water up to maybe their chins, sort of sort of walking or gliding through the water, and you recognize this to your left, to the
Okay.
sort of crossing the little rivulet that is there. Vroon, as you turn around, fortunately, uh, you rolled higher. Uh, actually, no, not her, not her. She's still. And let's bump this. You can see um, several around. You can see well, basically, you can see what you can see. I'll put that, and I want you to all of you roll initiative, please. Heinrich, Gale, and Sorsha, you are considered surprised for this
Okay.
round.
Okay.
Um,
And I guess we don't have
God damn it.
armor.
sorry,
I
you
guess we
would
don't have
not be
armor.
wearing your armor. No,
Yeah.
so
However, I am grabbing my shield on the way out.
yeah, okay.
Don't forget, it's a protective bubble. Only if they can dispel the bloody thing
That is true.
It would drop down. So don't forget that, guys, if you need some protection.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that I think that
And except for the canoes, I think the guide's tents would basically be empty, and all our stuff would be stuck into the bubble, or into the portable hole in the bubble.
so many initiatives. Did I run for the? Did I do these? No, I did not do the thugs. Okay. Descending. Oh, nice. Very nice. They're shit, but very nice. So Heinrich surprised. Salida. Sorsha, thank you.
Yeah.
Where's Sorsha actually?
Sorsha
in
is
the
in the
tent.
bubble. She's in
Oh.
the tent. So Heinrich, Sorsha, so Salida, I will consider her surprise as well. Gale as well. So we start with these two down here, who will. Let's see. Let me put up. Salida.
Is it normal that I don't see Sorsha's token? Oh, because she's out. Oh,
the
maybe
tent.
I should.
No.
In the
tent.
And
Oh,
just
in the
here.
tent. Okay.
well, tent.
No. Okay, I get it. I think I have one of the guide's tokens above it. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, and now he's. Yeah. Okay. Just a few seconds interruption.
There are many.
There we go.
Okay. Let's see. Thug and okay. And where are you? No, you're over here. So, the tribal warriors. So you can see these two. They look like they are Chaltian, definitely. Probably, but they don't seem to be don't seem to be dressed as people you would see in Port Nyanzaru. The clothing is much closer to the chest, much less of it as well. And they are equipped with sort of hide armor, and they are wielding spears. And so I think that these two can they reach? Yes. So they sort of charge up as they notice that they see that they've been noticed. They're going to charge up against Vroon. They are going to make so they basically charge in with the spears lowered. These are basically long ikluas. These are so the leaf shaped broad-headed spears. And they will make their attacks two-handed with advantage because they have pack tactics. So the first one is a 23 for a total of 5 as a critical hit. Oh, no, wait. You're wearing your armor.
I'm not.
You're not. Okay.
No.
So you take 5. And you have an AC of 19. You have an AC of 19 without your armor. That is
No, I
disgusting.
have an AC of 15.
15?
Yeah.
15.
That's just
Okay,
not
I'm
adjusted yet on the
changing.
token.
I'm adjusting it. Okay, and so that makes it. So yes, you only take 5.
Right.
It is going to be
Can they roll-
Eku's.
Can they roll attack turn? Because he's not surprised, right?
No, they have advantage because they have pack tactics. They are not surprised. He is not because he's surprised.
No. I just can they roll attack turn. Sorsha can. She's surprised, but Leroy is not.
Yeah, sure, I'll allow it. Go ahead. Let's do it. Let's do it now.
I have to roll a d4.
Yep. So number 2. So what's his number 2?
And number 3. So number 2 and 3 are
So fear and frost.
yes.
Okay.
Nice one.
you most likely be first one here, second one here. So on the thugs, so the thug is a, what's the fear one?
DC 12 wisdom saving throw, or be frightened until the start
That's a
of the next.
17. And the other one is for frost. What is that?
DC 12.
DC 12.
Wow, that's a
Dexterity?
shit.
Is that dexterity?
I believe it is, yes.
That's a fail. So he takes 8. As Laryl manages to put 8 into. There's a sort of the frost rage is. So you see this, Sorsha, through your mind's eye, as Laryl is bombarding you with these images. Basically, wake up, alarm, alarm. At some point, you have to go. Wait, stop. I need to see through my own eyes. You've got too many eyesights, right? Going about you. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so from the bushes. Jesus Christ, not enough. No. Why is it? Seriously. Look at that roll. If that had hit, that would have been amazing.
34
34 poison, god damn it.
You're kidding me.
So Vroon, this bolt flies out from the shadows. You barely have the time to see it coming. It probably hits. Maybe you were partly within the dome being transparent, and it just goes right and it hits that little part of the dome and it sort of skitters off. But there's a wet sound as it crunches, and as you're looking down, you can see some fluid sort of dipping from the tip of the arrow, as this one joins in, and okay. And as you can see, with the curse, throws the two maybe it was sort of a light crossbow, sheaths it and pulls out 2, and she's gonna move this way right here. That is the assassin. Vroon, you're up.
Come on, bro.
Slaughter
Vroon
these
is-
fools.
He does not like the people that are attacking him.
No.
So he's going to retaliate. Oop. A 17
Yes, a 17 is definitely a hit.
for 10 damage.
On who? This guy right here? The first one?
Yeah.
Okay. A devastating blow. Enough to maybe but the guy's barely holding on, but he's still up.
Well, then he gets second swing.
Okay.
That's a 9.
A 9 does actually the
Yeah.
first hit, you're used to maybe people the first hit is so such a big impact. It maybe pushes him away or makes him stumble enough for you to miss with the second swing.
Vibes.
Yeah. Inete is going to follow Enku's advice, and Enku is basically saying, "Shoot, child, into the dome. It will protect you." As she runs in and Eku follows, so they two are going to join in the bubble to basically to stay safe.
Very good.
At which point, these guys are going to come up. So that is 10, 20, and they are going to basically. This one is basically going to start. Is basically sort of opens up the tent, sees that nobody's there, This one tries to follow, but can't. And this one joins in as well. This thug, however, what he's going to do is, he pulls out a crossbow, and he's going to fire at Laryl, as you know, of course. That is a 7, so does not hit.
Yep.
Then these two are going to join their comrades on the.
Oh
So
God.
many of them.
Yeah. And the priest is going to move up. Let's see, what can she do? Please tell me she has Dispel Magic. She has Dispel Magic. As she extends a hand, there's a prayer, and she is going to, at level 3. So what is the tiny hut level? Level 3, I believe.
Yep.
So any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. So the dome disappears.
You at that moment you see Heinrich getting very furious. Very furious.
As the priest says, those magics will not protect you, little one. Will not protect you. If you know what's good for you, give up now. Heinrich, it is your turn.
With you see like his hands start to move very slowly. You see that his hand starts to burn, and he's gonna cast Scorching Ray at level 3.
Okay, on whom?
On the priestess.
On the priestess. Okay.
She called me out. I'm gonna kill her. And
Okay.
while I'm casting this spell, I start very coldly. I'm saying, don't see me as a conjurer of cheap tricks. You will die today and here.
I am not a conjurer of cheap tricks. My rates are quite high.
Exactly. So,
Okay,
first
20.
attack.
That is wait, let me see. What let's see what they can do. Okay. So that
first
is
one
a
hits.
-7, yes.
Okay, second attack.
18, that is a hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for damage.
That is -4, yes.
Third Scorching Ray.
12 is not enough.
Last one.
16 is good.
Last damage.
Nice. Good. Very nice.
And I'm intently looking at the lady who called us out.
Okay.
And very, very, very furious.
Sorsha, you're up.
I would like to do something special.
Okay.
I would like to respond to the priestess, modifying my voice to be a dragon voice and replying, and do you know what's good for you? Making it big and
Okay.
and grave.
So
And
let's make okay. So what exactly are you trying to do? Are you trying to intimidate
scare them off.
Scare them out? Intimidation? Okay. Make me an intimidation check.
Not that good with that.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Inspiration.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I give her. Yeah.
Okay.
She has
So
my
you can mark that off. Yes.
Yes,
Don't
that's
forget
fine.
that you do have inspiration, guys.
Thank you, Gale.
So let's see. I am going to.
And maybe I make my eyes like glow a bit, like don't fuck with us.
As much as I would, yeah. So the thing is, your intimidation. The priest is definitely rattled. Going, what exactly? The others are less focused on you. Let's face it. I am not going to in this encounter, considering who they are, because I know who they are not going to be just by a pretty voice, especially if they know that you guys do magic.
Yes, but
So they are
kind of
still going to
magic.
be wondering about. You're gonna have to show a bit more than that if you really want to impress.
Yeah,
Especially
and
since,
about that,
yeah, okay.
I would add to this, it's not whispers.
The what?
She will flee.
Okay. Yeah. So the intimidation check is technically an action because you're trying
Oh,
to. However, I am going. If you want that to be the whispers for the for your
yes, that's kind
Okay.
of the. I would like to,
Okay. I said do not.
if you allow it, of
Yeah,
course.
I'll allow it. I'll allow the um. I mean, you would have understood. I should have told you. You would have understood that, considering that they outnumber you. You were not going to be able to just say stop. So go ahead for dissonant whispers. Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you on this. She is not. She is not gonna be running.
Not. Oh,
She's not gonna be running. No, is that had she failed, she was out. So she's still going to take -8. As the whispers, you can see that the as you're echoing the voices, the whispers. I think Inete and Eku sort of look at you strangely, as in what's going, So, but yeah, so that is it. You can see her. You can see the priestess holding her head within her hands, trying to shake off these voices. Manages to grit her teeth and stay in place. However, you have done serious damage to her. It's going to be Salida's turn. So technically, you don't see this but one of the thugs is sort of opening it up, and from inside the tent, Salida is going to strike. I'm actually going
Thug
to.
opens the tent flap and gets in his face a short bow attack.
Yeah, short bow attack. As she's there, just waiting for it to schlock.
Nice.
She could have done. She could have done way better, but that is still
Yeah.
-8.
Yeah, she could have.
You're probably gonna have a curse, and she drops her. She probably drops the arrow and grabs her scimitar. Gale, you're up. So these two are
Gale-
basically these two are now going to be engaged inside
Okay.
inside the
Gale,
tent.
Gale is going through Heinrich and Inete, pushing them a bit aside, and is going to stand. Probably she's gonna come, yeah, around the fire and then here. Or
Okay,
is
you are
she?
going. Oh no, yeah, I'm going to
No.
consider that you are not in his range. So he's
Oh,
inside, so
he's
he
under
can.
the, yeah,
He's
he's
under the
inside.
tarp, so he won't be able to react.
No, she would keep closer, only to protect the non-combatants.
Okay.
So she would stay there actually, and she's going to because she saw the crossbow
Yep.
bolt coming over here. So yeah, yeah, that's gonna be a guiding bolt.
Okay. By the way, Vroon, just so you know, if that crossbow bolt had hit, I would have re-rolled all of those dice because that was not a critical. But when she hits someone that hasn't acted yet, it is a critical.
That's
God
fine.
damn it.
So I think that would have put you down.
Possibly.
Okay, so
Fucking rogues, man.
I mean,
She is an assassin.
wait.
Ah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Come on.
10-foot radius. No, sorry, my bad. She's gonna get a shatter on her head, centered around here so that it doesn't take in our canoes.
Okay.
So it's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius. Technically, you could get the priest.
Oh, then I take both of them. Yeah.
If you
No.
center, so it's a point, right? When you center on a point, you center on the cross. So
Yeah, okay.
so if you center,
Here.
snap to corner, yeah. If you
Yeah,
here and here, yeah. Basically, you can get both of them. So you go to
Yeah.
bah! Okay.
So that's a shatter.
Because why make it when? Okay, Constitution. Ouch. Okay, so the priest says, "I'm not even gonna have to have her roll." She goes down. As the black ooze, the black ooze pulling up from her ears mixes up with the red liquid, which happens to be blood. As the pressure pierces her eardrums, and most of the she starts bleeding, and she just crumples to the floor. This one, however, let's have a look. Constitution saving throw. That is a 6, so she takes the full 19.
Nice.
Yeah, that is very good. The two warriors are going to try and yeah, they are sort of moving about Rune, but mostly not to get into too much. They are going to make their attacks again with Jesus Christ. Okay, one gets a 22. One gets a 22 win for 6.
Oof.
Oh,
okay. That's fine. It's just 6 damage.
yeah. For some reason, I'm not seeing your token being updated, Rune.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. I can refresh my browser.
Doesn't matter. We don't necessarily need.
I currently have 47 hit points.
47. Okay.
I
Yeah.
can.
Don't worry. We've got D&D
Yeah.
Beyond for that. If you tell me that you're down, then you're down.
Yes.
I can trust you on that. Eku is pretty much going to. Eku is going to take the dodge action. As she's seeing these thugs come near. Sorsha, actually, we forgot to do. I'm going to add. I'm going to add him to so that we don't forget
because I'm
him.
not sure as when I make him.
Right after you, actually.
Okay.
So let's do him now.
2d4.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
1 and 3. So frost and push, I believe.
yeah, dazing. Actually, that's a daze.
Yeah, dazing way. Oh no, it's charm. Yes.
Or be
DC
charmed while the target is charmed in this way, the speed is halved and has disadvantage. So it's not exactly a charm. It's a charm effect, but it doesn't have the. It's not regard to you. So, yeah. So who? This I'm guessing still this guy, because. So what the first one? The days is what?
DC wisdom.
Wisdom.
12.
Okay. He makes it, and the other one is Constitution for dexterity for the
Dexterity. Yes.
That's a miss. So he takes another snowball to the face.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus
nice one.
Christ!
Oh.
Big snowball.
That's a good snowball.
That's
Go,
a
baby,
good
go.
snowball. There was a rock in that one. Ouch. Okay. So now it's going to be the assassin's turn. She is going to run up, probably identifying Gale as the bigger
Oh yeah, she
target.
did.
Is going to run in. She's going to make two short sword attacks. Oh, and that is she. I don't see why she would have advantage on you, so I'm not going to give her advantage.
Okay. Well, nope. Even without armor, I have my shield, so that's a 14 AC.
14 AC with your shield.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Thank God for the +3 on the shield, huh?
Well, +1. But
Yeah. Okay. So that's her. Vroon, you're up.
I am going to take another swing at the one I've hit before, which I
Right.
think is the bottom one.
Yes.
And come on.
Yeah, he's
20
down.
should be enough.
Don't even roll the damage. He's had one
No,
hit
I'm
point.
going to roll the damage.
Okay,
9 damage, damn it.
He had 9 hit points. He had 1 hit point. Okay.
And then I take a second swing at the other one.
Yeah.
Crit.
nice.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna go down. Yeah, he's down. As you crush his head.
Boom.
Room making room.
Vroon making room. Yeah. Okay. Inete is going to. I think she's just going to make a sacred flame attack on the thug right here.
After my turn, I will actually move.
Okay. Yeah. Please. Yeah. Okay. Acolyte, sacred flame. That's a dexterity save for the thug. He takes 7. Okay, yeah, he is not doing great. Kind of think, yeah, on their turn. So on their turn, this one is going to basically retreat. He is going to go back. He's gonna rush to the others and basically sort of maybe hang around in the sort of jump up. You don't necessarily hear him jumping into the river, but he's definitely moving away from that part of the of combat. The priest, there is no longer any priest. Heinrich.
5, 10, 15, 20. Can you show me a 30 feet cone to be sure that I'm calculating my attack correctly?
Yes, I can find you that. What cone would this be?
I'm checking it.
No, what I mean is it
What effect?
so what effect?
Pulse wave. It's called. I'll just cast this. Come on. It just says 30 feet cone, like a cone. It
Yep.
says.
It will reach up to here, and it will be this wide.
Yeah. So the yes, pretty much. Yeah. So you can get you're gonna get all 4 of the well, you're gonna get all 4 of them, but you're most likely gonna get the canoes as well.
Yes.
And if I go here, will I touch the canoe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless unless you decide not to hit this guy, you can aim the cone so that you can hit these 3 and not this one.
I'll focus the group here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, and also
what the hell is a pulse wave?
Pulse wave. You create an intense pressure, unleash it in a 30-foot cone, and decide whether the pressure pulls or pushes creatures and objects. Each creature in that cone must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 6d6 force damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Every creature that fails is either pulled 15 feet toward you or pushed 15 feet away, depending on the choice you made. And I'm saying push them away.
Push them back. Okay, let's see. So this is a Constitution. I get to use my group check.
And it's a DC 17.
DC 17. Roll type completely normal. DC 17. Submit and 22. Half damage on save.
Yeah. So
Okay,
it's
and the
D11.
status is I'm going to just put red so that we know which ones are being pushed back. Oh, well, I'll notice. Submit and apply damage. Right, so this one's dead. Yeah, they all fail. So this one is pushed back 10 feet.
15.
15 feet. So this one splashes. This one splashes as they are pushed back into the water. As you vroom. Okay, Sorsha, you're up.
Okay, so move. Just to kind of see the guys. Oh, I can just stay there and target
Okay.
the lady right here.
So
and
actually, I'll say something. The lady, the lady instead of she has a portrait which I find very very nice. But instead of that portrait, you should actually be seeing a lighter skin tone, dressed all in black. And the blaze that she's carrying seem to be, it's more of a sort of a Chris kind of, so it's a wavy kind of blade.
Okay, yeah.
okay, can I was she hit already?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. She got a shatter in her teeth.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to cast sleep on her.
Okay. Okay, 5d8. So I just want to okay, 5d8. Huh.
Oh no, I can add this.
Okay, so
So
that'd be 26.
yes, much better.
26. Actually, you hear a slump from inside the tent.
No, I wasn't. I can't not target or guide.
No, there's
Uh,
someone in the tent
there's
fighting
someone in the
also
tent.
against.
Okay.
So, but look, even if I'm gonna say,
I wanted to target an area with Rune because I know
okay,
that Rune is a sturdy guy and will be
okay,
picked last by the spell.
then no effect. No
She
effect.
has too many hit
fine.
points for that.
I roll really bad tonight. Why? Just night, I think.
I'm
I guess I will
I'm
make.
gonna say that with yeah. Well, no, I'm not gonna say anything. But
I'm gonna make reroll attack.
okay, go ahead. So reroll a
Roll
d4.
again.
Okay, so that's frost and most likely both going to be targeted on her. So can you please tell me what the saves are?
Telekinetic ray, so dexterity
Okay.
and strength.
Okay, so dexterity.
Nice.
That is going to be
Damn.
with regards to the the snowball, right?
Yes.
But
Ooh,
so snowball, she doesn't take
ow,
anything,
too bad.
and it's a 16 to save for the telekinetic.
So it's she's good.
She's good. Okay, she stays there. Salida. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I am going to do this right there. Okay. So Gale,
Yes.
make me a perception. Gale and Vroon, you can make me a perception check.
Seriously?
Okay, no, you're too taken by the combat. But basically, Salida. So this is why I should have. Basically, Salida walks out, scimitar in hand, to face the other one. You do have no idea what happened to this guy. Gale.
Gale is going to deploy her spirit guardians.
Okay.
Nice.
So she turns to the as
How what's
ocean
it? 15
spirits
feet?
manifest around her over 15 feet. Yes.
Damn.
Let's put it into. I prefer the circle, but the square is valid.
Okay.
Okay. So who you
And
who you were omitting from the spell, I guess.
all allies, so Sorsha,
Okay.
Inete, and Eku, who are behind me, Laryl, Vroon, and Salida.
So what
And
is it?
I'll say Heinrich isn't hit either if he comes in.
Okay.
Or if I move.
So what are we seeing? Because I don't think we've done this on camera yet.
Around Gale, an aura deploys with echo of ocean spirits.
Okay.
So
Nice.
waves, phantomatic waves who are revealing different spirits around her. As
I'm thinking sharks because of what
yeah,
happened in Waterdeep.
probably sharks, probably a couple of mermaids to
Okay.
merfolk.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I can see because Valker. I can see a couple of sharks. Maybe I can see a couple of people. Maybe yes, phantom shapes of humanoids with tridents.
yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be on their turn, correct?
I think so. Let me check. So you make yep. No, not the spirit weapon. The spirit guardians.
I've got it. I've got it here.
Yeah.
There you go.
So when an affected creature's speed is halved in the area,
Yeah.
and when it
When it enters
enters
the
the
first turn,
area
right? So it's
or
always
starts
on
its
their
turn,
turn. So that's
yeah,
what it means. It's always on their
yeah,
turn, which means
yeah.
I'm gonna keep the 17 for their
Yes.
so on their turn, thug and assassin. Um. Okay, I just need to check one thing. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So Eku is basically staying defensive. The assassin on beginning of their turn, so wisdom saving throw. which is a 1. So take 17.
Yeah.
Take 17. And this is radiant, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay. She is going to. She does not like the fact that she's being flanked. She basically, the tent now is sort of collapsed. So what she's going to do is she's just going to go like this, and is going to basically fight you both off. So one short sword each.
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing above and below. That is a 20. That is a 20 to hit on Vroon. Vroon, could you make me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please?
A 19.
19. So you take half as much damage. So instead, so you take the 7, and you take this would be 18.
13.
13.
No?
13. 13. Yes, 13. 13 poison.
All right.
As you can see, there's this unusual blade slices through your skin, and there's a burning sensation that goes right through you. Vroon, you're up.
Lady, you should not have done that. I was going to ask you to surrender, but it seems that you're not in the mood. And I
Hey,
swing.
he's asking nicely. That's already good. You know?
15.
A 15 is just enough.
Poof. That's 9
9,
damage
yeah.
and smite.
Okay.
Here
Because
comes the
of
smite.
course.
Poison.
Here comes the smite. Here comes the smite.
Heinrich is bloodthirsty.
Oh yes. Oh yes, I am.
That is
And
okay.
another 9 damage.
Minus 9.
Radiant.
Okay. Second attack.
Second attack. Is a 1.
Ooh. Yeah,
Sad.
that unfortunately misses. She's a nimble little fucker.
No?
Inete is going to yeah, she's a bit I think again she's going to go for the sacred flame. No, wait. Who's badly hurt?
Vroon.
Vroon.
Yeah.
So, does she have healing word? No, I think she's going to run.
It might once manually damage.
There we go. And she is going to cast Cure Wounds on you. Yeah, well, she only has level 1. Yep. You get 7 hit points back as she places her hands on your back. You can feel the burning of the poison sort of secede, and at which point the thugs they're going to start their turn, and okay, let's go for it's wisdom, correct?
Yes. DC 16.
16
Yes.
and 17 damage.
Yes.
And it's half on save.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Another one.
there we go. Which means this guy actually gets his turn. He's gonna get up, burn. Yeah, there's a rip through the through the canvas as he comes up and sort of shakes it off, and he's gonna attack Selita. 2 melee attacks, 2 mace attacks with advantage because pack tactics. Okay, Salida, what's your AC? AC is 11. Oh, okay, that's not good. So that is a total of 10 damage. The second thug is going to attack her as well. So that is 15. Salida is getting badly hurt. And these two thugs right here, they are going to come out of the water. And I think they're going to go for yeah, they're going to shoot Heinrich. So Heinrich, you got some cover, so I'm giving you a +2 to your AC.
And I will, with a reflex of a mage,
You will
also cast shield myself.
yeah, don't. It's a
Don't immediately.
reaction. Don't immediately do things. If they miss, then they miss.
Oh, come on, bring it.
So
Bring
a
it.
15 is not enough because you have a technical AC of 18, and a 17. So no, the two bolts fly through the air, but unfortunately hit, or either slowed down by the vegetation, or get stuck into a tree. So you are good with that. Heinrich, your turn to reply.
5. Okay, well, you are so kind. I'll answer with a scorching ray.
So same thing. I'm giving them
Is
+2 AC, yeah, to both of them. Though
no problem.
that does not matter. So the first one is -6, yes.
How wounded? How do they
This
look?
one's very wounded. As you can
This
see,
one?
he's very wounded. He could
Well, second shot on the same one then.
okay. Yeah, okay. That's a hit.
And the damage is going to be.
Yeah, he's down.
Then I'm going to focus on this one. That's gonna be the last shot.
Okay, that's a critical.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
That's exactly what you needed. And he's down. As the three streaks of fire hit the first one twice in the chest, falls, and before he even starts falling, you hear the splash. The other one takes it right in the face, splashes as well. All the fireworks tonight, boys.
And then 15, 20, 25, and I'll just tap the shoulder on the dude, like, "Hey, you're alone," just to make clear, like, you're surrounded, buddy.
So no, you can still see that there are three of them. But yes,
Three of
and
them?
yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You have the assassin here. You have a
So
thug there.
I run like, haha, good job, tap tap. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and this one, and Salida's taking a heavy beating. So don't be too cocky, young wizard. So Sorsha, you're up.
Yeah. So I'll go this way and put myself between the two big injured of the situation.
Okay.
And I know our big boys, so I'll start with Salida because we kind of need our guy.
Yeah.
And I'll cast your.
Okay.
It's there.
Nice. Very nice.
And I'll just say, hang on, girls.
She says, yes, us females must stick together. Okay. I think it's going to be Laryl's. Is that your full turn?
No, yes.
Okay. So Laryl,
Basically.
can you roll me 2d4?
Yeah, I can certainly.
Most likely still focused on the okay.
The assassin in front
Yeah.
of him?
So
So 2 is fear and 4 is telekinetic.
okay, so I'm going to first do the fear, which is wisdom, I believe.
Wisdom and strength for the second. So first one is failed.
And the second one is failed. So the first one, she is feared. So let's put, there we go. She is feared. Just until the beginning of the next turn, right?
Of
Gazer's
Lero.
next turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lero's next turn. Okay. Right. And
strength.
And
is
strength is
30 feet
moved
directly away.
Okay, so she's picked up and flung 30 feet. So you hear a thunk as she hits the back end of your canoe. As Laro's just goes vroom, throws her away. Unfortunately, there is no
Damage.
there's there's no real damage planned. Salida is going to what's she going to do? What's she going to do? If you had not healed her, I think she would have run, but I think she's going to concentrate. She's going to let's see. Salida, where are you? There we go. Scimitar attack on the one above her. So that's an 18 for 4. She's going to go again. And that is a 15 for 3, so a total of 7 damage, and she puts the guy down. There we go. Gale, it's your turn.
So Gale is still rather focused on the assassin, so she's going to move.
I think, remind me, Spirit Guardians, that's a concentration, right?
Yes.
Okay.
20, 25, so she's gonna come here, saying hello to everyone, and the assassin is gonna get a
Yeah, she's prone, by the way.
she's prone, so that means attacks
Attacks at ranged attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay.
Wait, you know what? I'm going to have to actually roll for her because normally it's flung. You do not. Let's put in. No, actually, no. She manages to stay up, so she's up.
Okay. Thanks, lady.
I don't think. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And so she's gonna fling a guiding bolt at her face. Does a 23 hit?
That 23 definitely hits. And 24 radiant damage puts her down.
Schlank. And that's it. Do I roll my damage for the...
We'll roll it when it comes up. Because
if it comes up.
If it comes up, yes.
Because Vroon still has a turn.
Yeah. So just to put in perspective, there's not a lot of people who you might have been able to save. Vroon, have you been killing to have you been hitting to kill or not? Because I think this one was killed by a spell. Or you're killing.
Shadow, yeah.
You're killing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
the ones that attacked me were definitely trying to kill me as well, so yes.
Yeah, so the tribal warriors are not recoverable. The priestess is not recoverable. The thug here, Salida, definitely went for the kill. These 3 right here. Yeah, so basically there are none that you can capture except the one that's alive.
Yeah, keep one alive for interrogation, will Gale say, as she casts her guiding bolt towards the assassin.
Yeah, the assassin drops and says, "The last one is alive. Keep it alive." Okay. It's Eku. Vroon.
think Vroon will just step over to the
Step over
the
the
dudes.
remains of the tent. Yeah.
Put a hand on the dude's shoulder and go like, I suggest that you surrender.
Which he does. Without. I am not
I
going to
don't
have
even
you
need to roll
roll.
intimidation.
Oh
Come on.
no. He saw with which the expediency. Though. Sorsha, could you please? So everybody calms down. Laryl, could you please roll 2d4 for me? Because Laryl's always a bit slow on the uptake. So that's a 2 and a 3. So
a frost ray and a charm.
that's a fear ray. Yeah, that's a fear. Number 2. So wisdom and dexterity. So let's see. First wisdom. Actually, yeah.
Yes,
He makes
That's
it.
good.
okay.
And
Dexterity.
okay, so he can roll the
No.
damage.
So
So he
I surrender.
stopped. So yeah, he stopped basically. He's dropped his weapon and immediately 13 points of frost that go right up his nose.
Reroll.
He almost drops. He's got 2 hit points left. He almost get. So yeah. You basically said, Laryl, stop. And so the beholderkin sort of stops. There's no shame. There's no shame whatsoever with regards to it. Gale, I'm guessing you turn off your aura.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I'll go and retrieve the assassin's corpse from the canoe and fling it next to the priestess so that we can
Okay.
empty the pockets.
Okay.
Because
So so I'm gonna put these to the side. It's not much for Salida and so I'll put him here. I'll probably put him in chains but he's not going anywhere any place fast. Eku and they go about. So Eku doesn't. But Salida is the first one to. I think Eku would go maybe towards the priestess and the 2 tribal warriors. Inete is definitely going to be looking towards your wounds, making sure that you are okay. Salida is basically going about the thugs and basically either finishing them off quickly or going through their pockets, but she puts it to the side. She's not putting it in her pocket. She's literally taking everything out and putting on the side.
Gil helps her in that.
Right.
Like
And
just
yeah. And once the bodies are picked clean, she basically throws them into the river, making sure that the current takes them. As in,
same reflex.
the last thing we need is animals tonight. They already will be attracted by the blood.
I will ask to Salida and Iku, like, these people familiar to either of you?
So you don't need to. Salida just looks at you, brings you closer, and she removes the cloak off of the assassin. You notice that around the assassin's neck is a serpent with a pair of wings, wrapped around the neck like a choker.
That?
They should know better.
Well,
The non-initiate. What is that?
that is the mark of the Zentarum.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
These are Zentarum.
Again.
And Eku looks up to these 3 are not from Port Nyanzaru. Probably pushed pushed to service. It is too bad. Yeah, the priestess. Yeah. So on them, the thing is, you don't find anything apart from their weapons. They are there is something to be maybe the tribal warriors would have maybe a satchel or so with maybe a ration or two or stuff like that, but any the thugs and the assassin, apart from their weapons and maybe they have nothing. They have nothing on them.
We have a camp to find, guys.
Salida says, "Oh no, I am not. I am not tracking them by this weather. No.
By this weather?
But by the night, I'm not tracking them in the middle of the night.
Alright.
Yeah,
No.
maybe not
Fair.
tonight, but
Not right now, but
No. So you have.
While everyone is talking, I just put the dome back up. That's it.
Okay. While you are while you're doing that, who's watching the thug? Who's watching the prisoner? Apart from Laryl, who's sort of angrily eyeing.
I'm gonna, and
Okay.
I'm gonna try to make him tall.
Okay. Let's get to that in a second. As you were looking through as you're looking through their possessions, or lack thereof, the thugs and the assassins are all marked. You can all find on them. You can find the tattoos of the Zentarum. These are all Zentarum. And Salida turns to Gil and saying, anyone from Port Nianzaru would recognize this mark, but you are not from here. You have had dealings with the Zentarum before.
yes.
Yes.
So are
Why
you
is
saying
it
that this ambush, this was for you?
I don't think so.
It's not
But it might be.
impossible.
It's not impossible. We'll probably
Also,
have more information.
Vroon, like, he's having some trouble breathing, and he's like, "Hold on," and I
Yeah.
lay hands for 24 points on
Okay.
myself
Ooh, nice.
to bring myself up to full again.
Yeah, nice. Oh, and now it's updating. Good.
I did it manually.
Oh, you do that manual. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I've had that issue
it's
with.
fine.
Did anyone else take damage?
Nope.
Jesus Christ, folks, this is ridiculous.
I mean, Vroon is also just he's showing off a little bit to the
Yeah,
group, like, oh, I'm hurt. No, I'm not.
Nice.
Yeah, you're showing off. So yeah, there's definitely Inete looks at you and says, Can all of your people do that?"
Beast. No, no, I'm very sure my uncle would not be able to do this.
Well, that and she says this as a joke, said, well, that kind of reassures me. At least that means that there is still use for a priest in Port Nianzaru. There's still use for a healer in Port Nianzaru.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove the initiative. So as you deal with the bodies that are basically just put right back into. So on them, if you are interested in stripping down completely, the thugs are all equipped with maces and leather armor. The assassin, however, she would have.
Apparently, at least Chris.
Yeah, she has. So she has a. It's basically a short sword, but Let's see. Somebody roll me a throw me an investigation check.
Where's a high investigation?
You?
Or you?
I would
If
say
If
Gale.
it's
Gale.
smell related,
Okay.
I have advantage, but
It's not
otherwise
smell. It's
Well, I'll
no.
do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll do
well,
it.
I'm still busy with the dome, so
Well, look at that. Anyone wants to help?
Yes, I'll give you my inspiration.
Okay. You find roll me a d4.
nice. I love D4s.
Okay. Basically, you find at her you basically find 3 doses of assassin's blood,
Which is a poison, I
which
guess.
is I believe yes, it's basically 3 vials of poison that you will be able to identify. I believe that assassin's blood is a contact.
Explains why the hits
It
burn
says
so
here
badly.
ingested.
Sorry?
Yeah, it would be nice for dipping arrows or crossbows, I believe.
Uh,
It says it's an ingestion poison.
oh, okay, so that would not be the one. Okay, so this would be. Yeah, I'm not giving you the purple worm.
No, maybe not. You could, but
I could, but I'm not. Let's see, equipment. Just put in. Okay, so it's basically. I mean, you would probably see a Salida would sort of maybe put it as snake venom. So basically, it's the poison. So you could put snake's poison.
Okay.
And it's basically if you coat your you can. So it takes an action to coat your weapon, but you will get on the next attack, piercing or slashing. It's
So
3d6, 3d6
I
damage.
suppose it's basic poison and it just happens to be snake venom this time?
Yes.
Okay.
Except the poison vial basic is only 1d4 poison damage.
Oh,
It's
okay.
but
And this one
no,
is?
and this is this one is
This was
this
a
one
lot.
this one was potent.
I
Uh,
can customize it.
yeah, technically this one is 7d6, but it's going to be 3d6 for you.
I think I'm gonna be interested in that poison.
Oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna keep it, but
You
give
still
it
have
to
your
someone.
poison bullets.
Oh yes,
By the way.
I'm gonna keep a whole equipment of poison.
Okay, you wanna take it in immediately in your inventory because I'm giving them to you immediately.
Okay, how many of
There are
those
3
are
3 vials.
3 vials.
3 vials? Okay.
Basically, each vial is enough to coat either one blade or 3 pieces of ammunition. So just put in 9. Just put in 9 3d6 poison doses, basically.
Nice.
Okay.
Um, these but also Salidas, as she's examining the bodies, tells you to get these ones have not been in the jungle long. Look at them. The apart maybe from there is no wear and tear on their boots. While
That's
she
fine.
shows a couple of them and saying, "Look, these ones came through the river, but that's why but the assassin is basically clean apart from a bit of mud on the shoes." I says, "No, these ones were but maybe we will learn more with the last one. But my opinion is, do not leave him alive."
I don't think so. But
Um, Eku is standing basically. So she's there was maybe a prayer over the bodies of the three Choltians. They were given back to the water. They were given back to the jungle. Um, she doesn't let you guys touch them in a sense. She says, "No, I will take care of
Yeah,
this.
okay.
These are my people. I will take care of this." Salida saying, "Okay," she just keeps rummaging between them. And so, yes, you are left with the last with the last ones here. So let's put this. The last thug is basically he's been seeing all these preparations, the whole thing, and he's just been sitting there, just not moving, trying to be, just as discreet as possible. Very calm in a sense.
And while the other ones were doing that, I just sat without a word, just in front of
Okay.
calling Leroy, and first ignoring him and just caressing Leroy. Here, good buddy. I'm sure you're so hungry after
The
all that fight.
the tongue sort of slits out and sort of licks first the center eyeball, then each individual eyeball, covering it. Sort of this sort of yeah. It's basically the tongue sort of the tongue is longer than the size of his face, and so just. And yes, you can see him say that you can see the slobber starting to form at the additional ooze. This probably as he goes up, sort of there's a there's a point where he maybe licks the guy. The guy shudders, goes back. You can see he's getting a bit worried. He's going, what? He is very, very badly hurt.
So, you're Zantaram, right?
He nods.
Do you recognize my little buddy here?
Should I?
Well, if you would, you would know the nightmare that might occur to you if you don't cooperate.
Manuel says, survive. I'm surviving. And thus the interview ends. There you go.
Every time.
So yeah, he replies. I just want to warn you. I'm low level. I don't know much.
All you know, you will.
Sure, as long as you let me out. Let me go back.
Still,
But did you call Gale? Is that it?
no, spill
Spill.
the beans. Like,
Got orders. Rich group. Ambush. Get their belongings. Standard.
all those from who?
Well, she did the recruiting, and she sort of and sort of looking at the and you understand that he's talking about the assassin. Yeah. She was the one in charge. Found the locals, serve as guide. Been waiting here for 24 hours.
Hmm.
Where did you leave from?
We were told to wait at the mouth of the river. You kind of made it easiest for us to track you.
How's that?
Well, storm, magic.
And
You guys ain't subtle.
yeah, and look what you are, where you're at.
Hey,
You
hey,
should have
hey, I,
fled.
I, I agree with you. I agree. Okay, we bit enough more than they can, more than we can chew, and my buddies well paid for it. Okay, you asked me to give up, I gave up. It's got to be worth something, right?
Yes, it's worth something.
Good. So,
You're Zenta. What are you doing in China?
I mean, we're everywhere. Why not in Chult?
What might be your business in China? In Waterdeep, in Baldur's Gate, I understand. What would you do in Chult?
The Flaming Fists were going out. There was a spot to take. I don't know the big plan. All I know is we fill the void, okay?
Who are your contacts in Chult? I want names.
You sunk them in the river.
Can I
Yeah,
see
sure.
if he's, yeah, insight?
Go, insight. As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
So you're telling me you're Zentarum, but you only know 3 or 4 people? And that's it?
You've never dealt with his entire, have you? We're
Ah,
cells.
well,
We're cells. To avoid, this situation.
Well then, if you can't be helpful. We can't exactly let you go back to your cell and tell everyone that you didn't get the target. That would be dangerous.
Ask him where is his encampment.
well, you've heard my
He,
companion.
yeah. A few hours up. This would be downriver. Yeah, we would be a few about 2 hours downriver, following you.
And were you keeping interesting things there?
Um, no, he's sort of shake. Oh, actually, there is one thing that you found. One thing that you found on the assassin is a parchment sort of seeped in blood, but on it there are two. There's a pair of sketches. The first one seems to be of a man, probably of Faerunian descent. Um, Short cropped beard, and the other one seems to be of a what looks to be maybe a dragonborn, or but the skins, either the artist forgot to add in the scales, or it's sort of this sort of a smooth skinned dragonborn, very long snout, very atypical from what you know, even from local dragonborn. Um, Underneath, you have um, you basically have underneath, you can barely read, standing orders: find and capture Artis Simber dragon bait.
What were the last words?
Artis Simber
Dragon bait.
dragon bait.
So that sounds like a name.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe Artis Simber. This definitely sounds like a name. Dragon bait could be a nickname. Could be, you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, with all of that, I've forgotten that was on the person.
All right.
So with regards to the thug has a when you ask, are you keeping interesting stuff, he sort of has a sneer and sort of says, all the same, no, we do not go into the jungle with the possessions. Standard operation. We don't want to be losing stuff to the jungle, don't we?
Makes sense. Do you guys want to ask him more questions?
Well,
and that implies you guys and also our guides. They want to.
I think he has given us the information he knows.
Wow. Then your cooperation would have granted you something. Which is mercy. And I cast sleep on him.
Okay. I'm not gonna have you roll. He's got 2 hit points. He falls. So he falls asleep.
However, sleep only lasts for 1 minute. So what do you want to do, Sorsha?
Would you do it, or shall I?
There's a blade that goes out from behind you, Sorsha, as Salida throws a dagger and says,
And then Vroon definitely goes like, "Hey, we were supposed we had an agreement with him."
yes, mercy. Oh, do not look at me like that, big man. I saw the mercy that you delivered on his colleagues. Did you really think that by leaving this man alive, alone, not even 2 days away by boat, 4 days away by walking, do you really think that this pale skin would come back to Portienzaro in one piece? He'd be snake food 20 yards away from here. I just made it so that the crocodiles will have an easier meal.
I'm going to sleep.
That's a good idea.
Did I put the bubble up in the end?
Yeah.
Yes, you said you did.
It's been
Gale has probably spent a couple of minutes putting the tent back up for Salida.
Okay.
And mending where needed.
Oh, you have mending?
Yes, I have mending.
Yeah, it's useful. I mean, the idea is these tents have been wrecked. I mean, they're sturdy, but they're still sort of bamboo and it wouldn't be hide. It would most likely be
Canvas
and
old
stuff like
canvas.
that.
Yeah.
And so yes, mending is definitely helpful. So I'm going to give him back to the fishes. So, Sorsha, I mean, Salida pretty much looks to you after, the blade taken back up, wiping it, and says, "That is what you meant by mercy, yes?" And she sort of winks at you, taps your shoulder as she goes back towards the. Hmm. Um, as Inete heads back towards the tent and says, Inete, maybe you should stay in the bubble. Inete goes, well, it would avoid different, basically the sleeping arrangements. You lose one. You basically have not lost a tent, but basically Salida and Eku are going to be sleeping in the same tent, and the other one will be kept into the
Portable hole.
in the portable hole. Okay, and the rest of the night goes uneventfully. Well, uneventfully. You do find that with the smell of the blood, the carnage, you do get animals coming around. These small bipedal lizards, about the size of a small dog, sort of come up. But Laryl is enough to sort of starts beaming them away and sort of keeping the vermin away from the camp.
Mm-hmm. Laryl and a good fire, probably.
Oh, fire doesn't really. No.
When you smell blood, fire you don't care about anymore.
Oh, and at least he will be well fed.
Besides, as morning starts to come, you start hearing the pitter patter of rain on the leaves. You start getting it, the impact on and the hiss of the rain falling through the leaves onto the dome. It's off for a rainy day. So, as we go back into the map.
Can we hit long rest?
Yes, you can hit long rest. Yes. And I'll remove these. So, by the way, I do not have a lot of river maps, so it's quite possible that you see the same river map a few times.
Right. Yeah.
It's fine.
At least for the night one. So I am going to need okay, so we did the rather. So I travel roll now. Normal pace.
Yes, I would think so.
Okay. What's your survival score? Is 8.
Yes.
Blessed guidance. So if you want to roll that d4.
Yes, I'm gonna do that. Just a minute. Oh.
Next time, just roll a d4.
Yeah.
Okay. 2. And we are now jungle, mountain, swamp. Yes, we are out of the coastal lines. Okay, so here's the thing: is that somewhere along the lines, where you thought you were, you're actually one up. You're actually here. So half the day yesterday was you were not going as fast as you would have wanted.
Okay.
However, you move down. You would move 1, 2, so you would be here. There, like this. So still following the river. Okay, and okay. So you start again. The mood's a bit. The mood is a bit. I mean, what's the mood? The rain is starting falling down. Vroon, you are on. You're going. Yeah, okay. This is normal. How about the other three? Actually, no. You know what? Vroon, we'll come to you later because that Salida moment could have been a bit. So. So yeah, what's the general mood for you four?
Water doesn't phase Gale much, so Gale is enjoying the rain and in front of the canoe, trying to find the way.
Okay.
Vroon is very quiet. obviously annoyed.
Sorsha is a bit in between, like, crap, I don't like to be wet, but there's less bugs and less scorching heat, so this will have to do.
Okay.
I think Heinrich is just lost in thoughts, and he's just gently whistling a little song and just looking towards the jungle around. But weirdly not bothered by the rain.
Okay. The rain does cool the atmosphere a little bit, but not by much. You keep going up the river. And as you start getting into there's a moment where you maybe take a rest midday for a meal. There's a moment where you sort of stop to sort of make it basically sort of take a short rest, take a and it's not rain. The rain isn't heavy enough to douse out a fire, but it is finding wood or to start it is a bit difficult. Who would be doing who would be tasked with this?
I'll go.
You'll go? Who are you
Yeah,
bringing
I'll
with
go.
you? Because you must never go alone.
I'll go along with.
Okay. So, actually, I'm actually going to use the same here.
Like while we're walking, I just give acknowledging tap on his whatever I can tap on, with the nod of I understand.
Okay. Yeah, well, go ahead.
And if I understand, you can speak Draconic, right?
Yes.
I just said in Draconic against you. I understand you, and let's hope it doesn't repeat again, because I don't like situations like this. A word was a word in the end.
Yes, I prefer to keep a promise. It seems to mean very little.
Let's get the wood. Let's continue with the travels. And if you want to talk about it, don't forget we're here for you. Okay? Don't keep this for yourself, because it's not good for the health, and certainly if we're not in the jungle, we need you at your top game. So if you want to talk about it, we're here for you and we'll listen to you. And if we need to do something, I'll back you up. Okay?
So as you're talking together, you're moving about the jungle, moving about vines. Heinrich, you move aside what seems to be a heavy vine in your way, and as you push it towards, the vine starts sliding around your arm.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
So that is a 22 on the constrictor snake. Vroon, you're right next to that, so I'm gonna actually move you to just so that you can see, but just want to make sure one thing. Okay.
I'm still on the Chult map. Is that normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the. I mean, this is an encounter. It's
boy.
not going to. Yeah, it's a big boy. So this is just Vroon and Heinrich involved here. But Heinrich, yes, you are to back.
Can I react on that?
This you are completely surprised. Vroon, I would maybe have allowed it, but you have never seen this kind of thing. This was purely. I mean, let's face it. Even if you had shield, it wouldn't have helped.
No, I wanted to Misty step away from.
Let's. You know what? Let's. There's definitely there's a surprise round, and let's roll. Let's
Yeah, of
all
course,
three of us roll
Yeah.
initiative, please. Oh, okay.
Too bad there's no crit on
Initiative
initiative.
27. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but Heinrich, could you please select your token next time?
Shit! No, rules are rules. I didn't
Mhm.
click on it. There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Honest is honest.
Yes, but I'm still going to decide to act first.
Hey, it's a surprise round.
And it's yeah. There's a surprise round for the both of you, which we just did, which was thank you. You see, this is the wife of the GM trying to bribe me. So.
Thank you.
So the surprise round is technically the grappling. So you are you take 3 damage, you are grappled, and restrained. So
Yeah.
restrained. So you can if you so you can apply the condition.
Add active condition.
Can you even
Restrained.
Misty Step if you're being
Nope.
restrained?
Nope. I can't.
What? Oh, it's verbal and somatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So this huge lumbering sort of falls over you. This is a large creature. It's a python, right? It's a large python.
Mm-hmm.
And just yeah. So now it's going to have its. So that was the surprise turn. Now it's going to have its turn. It's going to bite. So you're restrained. Does that give me advantage?
Let me see. Yep. No, attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Yeah.
Okay. Well, doesn't matter. He's going to just keep on squeezing. Which
How
means
many
you
damage?
take 9 damage.
There you go.
It is now your turn. You can react.
I really get pissed off, and I'm gonna cast Enlarge on myself. And the target size doubles in all dimension. Its weight is multiplied by 8. The growth increases by 1 size of category from medium to large, for example. So mini Heinrich becomes big Heinrich and gets advantage on strength rolls and saving throws. And it's actually to force myself to break out of the.
So there's a moment where, and I'm actually going to roll, what was it? What's his damage? Can you please roll me a d6, please? Okay. So here's the thing. The enlarge spell does tell you that you take the space possible, right?
Yeah.
So you're being restrained. You're being caught in. So as you're trying, as the spell sort of, as you loose the word, you start pulling, sort of moving up. The constrictor snake, you are pushing against the muscle of the constrictor snake. So you take an additional 3 damage. I will give you the size, but you are still grappled.
Not a problem.
And you are still restrained. As the coils are just the snake is maybe a bit what's going on, but again, you feel it sort of constricting even harder around you to try and contain you.
He just got a double meal for the price of one.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. There are animals in the wild that grow, that sort of inhale and grow bigger. The constrictor just says, okay, I'll just squeeze the air out again.
And I'd say against Vroon, meat is on the menu, Vroon! Let's do this!
My turn. Right.
Go ahead.
My focus is going to be to get Heinrich out of that constriction. I will channel divinity
Okay.
for my peerless athlete. So I have.
If you just give him, well, the thing is, if you Heinrich, as you're big, you'll have advantage on your to de-grapple the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Vroon, are you what? Okay, let's see. What are you trying to do, basically?
I'm trying to get the snake off of him.
Okay.
And I'm guessing that's going to be an athletics check.
Yeah, let's do that.
So I will have advantage on this because peerless athlete. A 22.
Yeah, 22. You managed to open up. Heinrich is still. So you're pushing in. You're pulling the whole thing. This still. You were putting divine might onto a snake, which is just natural. This is a beast, right? This is not anything more different than. It's just pushing and pulling. And so yes, you managed to free the coils enough for Heinrich. You will not have to make a grapple check to get out.
Perfect.
But I will say, Rune, as you're pulling out, the snake starts to its coils start to wrap, seem to be directed towards you now.
That's fine. I'm much less squishy.
That was not us, was it?
No.
Who was who?
Nope, that was
I
not
mean,
our
No.
side.
it was on
I'm
my
here.
street.
So it's not with the 7 that's gonna get to you. Let's put it here, there. There you go. Heinrich, you're up. You are free of movement, and you can see the coils start to try and wrap around Rune, who is basically just pulling, pushing, and try to slipping out of the out of the grip.
Well, we're gonna burn some snake, I guess. First hit, I guess.
A scorching ray. Okay. Technically, you're at disadvantage because you are. But yes, 7.
Okay, I'll do 1, 2.
It's going to make a bite attack on you.
Go ahead.
That's an 18.
Shield.
Okay.
To make it
Bong.
18 also.
Okay.
Wait, where's my shield? There you go. Okay, second attack is going to be this. That hits.
Yep, -2.
Oof. Good to go.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, come on.
And that's enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a beast. This is not supernatural. This is just. It's just a very big animal.
You okay, Vroon? You okay, Vroon?
I'm fine. Are you okay?
Got worse.
You look hurt. Come here.
Yeah, you can feel there's going to be bruising around the chest. You feel that squeeze was is something that I don't know. Maybe it's a new kink.
There's a difference between Heinrich, like, yeah, I got worse, but when he's gonna sleep in a corner, he's gonna be like,
Yeah, no, that's why Vroon is going. That's why Vroon is like, come here, and I think 18 is the amount that I need to get here. So I'll lay hands for 18 points.
Perfect. Well, full health again.
Yes. Like it never happened.
Yeah, don't tell anything against Iku or something because she's
Why
gonna
not?
get.
You killed a snake. You'll have some.
She remembers me of my mom, and if she's gonna know that we got attacked by a snake, she's gonna be like, "Ah, you see, you need to be careful in the jungle, eh? Let's just take the meat and be like, hey, look what we found. We found some meat, and just it never happened. Okay, just get some wood, and we got some free meat, and
As you wish.
I miss home. Okay, god damn it."
Like, I think that's Vroon, especially because Peerless Athlete takes is benefits me for 10 minutes. Like, I think Vroon can actually like just drag this snake and like
It's
da-da-da-da.
yeah, it's heavy,
yeah.
it's cumbersome because it's very long, but yeah, you can definitely bring back for constrictor snake steaks.
my amount that I can carry is doubled, so it should not be an issue. It's normally already really high.
Yes, we know.
So we come back with food.
Did you come back for food?
And wood at the same time.
Yeah.
Aha.
So again, like I said, there are going to be some encounters that you're just going to breeze through, and then you know others that are
Alright.
going to be a bit more difficult, but nonetheless.
Well,
There are no encounters for the rest of the day, and as far as you can tell, you are going downriver. Let me move you back to the map of Chult. There we go. So let's go for another 2 marks. Come on, come here. So I'm guessing it's not the center. I'm guessing this one and this one right here. So you would end up there.
This is so slow.
Sorry?
It's so slow to progress through the jungle.
Yeah,
This
well,
map
tell
is
me
so
about it.
huge.
So the next day, still rainy. Normal, +8. Bless guidance, D4.
Yes.
the usual.
3, submit. Jungle, yes. Wow. Okay. That is interesting. You guys managed to, on your wayfinding, you managed to hit a 30 and a 29 versus DC 15. So I think you're on the right track.
Awesome.
I will let you know that you are on the right track with that kind of roll.
That's the blessing of Valkor.
Yeah. However, you start getting into, as you start moving into this area of the jungle, you notice that the 2 guys have a tendency of staying on the left hand side of the river as you're going up it, so the western side of the river. As she, as there's definite warnings, as in any encampment that is making is going to be on the left hand side of the river, so on the western side rather than the east.
And why is that?
Well, we have a little crossed bone symbol over here, so I guess
Yes,
that
so
might be.
that basically means that in that part of the, and you are told this, within that part, within that confine, that line, there is presence of undead and supernatural creatures.
Okay.
So it is definitely it's definitely about, we are going to stay on the other side just in case, because there we go. Um,
So
Absolutely.
close to
sorry,
Port Nyanzaru?
pardon?
Undead's that close to Port
Yeah.
Nyanzaru?
Yep. I mean, Port Nyanzaru will on occasion get attacked
Raids.
from
Yeah.
raids. These are let's say migrational undead or beasts. So yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
West is nice.
okay.
I have a lovely map that also shows that.
What?
Plus,
The map of Port Zaro that I have with the like the little
Oh yeah.
drawings also has an invasion of undeads coming in to the city.
So who's keeping watch basically during the day?
Um,
I'm in front and I'm trying
Okay.
to get away, so I probably keep an eye open for
yeah, and
trouble
same.
too.
Okay.
Same for our canoe.
Okay. Um, they some most likely because there's a moment where the canopy sort of opens up and you find yourself on maybe of a larger stretch of the river, and the you can see the sky, though the sky with the rain falling is, but on right underneath the cloud cover you can see um, sort of turning it around um, about 5 or 6 of these triangular shaped wingspans. They look like kites. They don't have the feathered. They don't look like birds, but they're more like these triangular kite-like silhouettes. At which point, um, I think it would be Eku who would say, "Keep your eyes on the sky. Should those come down, you should be ready."
Or
What
what?
are those? I'll ask.
And you have she was terrafolk. The terrafolk. They are everywhere in this area of the jungle, and they
do you
move
think
fast
they
across the
will?
sky.
Do you think they will respond to diplomacy?
These are difficult.
I am aware that terrafolk are difficult, but
Hmm. Keep your arms and your weapons about you. They are terrible creatures. They and Eku has a look to Salida and says, "These do not deserve any sort of mercy, except the expedient one." And while Eku has been always a pacifist up until now, there's a harshness to the way she says that, is that there's a hatred there, which is uncharacteristic to her.
Well, they say that birds of prey tend to prey on the weak, on the child, on the lambs. Does those do the same?
They do. Um, Inete replies, We see them in Port Nyanzaru as well sometimes." By the way, what's the canoe? Remind me what who's with who in the canoe?
So the first one is Gale, Heinrich, Inete, and
Heinrich is
Who?
with Inete. Okay.
Sorcha and Vroon
Yeah.
are
Okay.
in the other one
And
yeah,
Salida.
with Salida.
what's it?
Okay.
Oh, so you're with Salida. Nice journey.
If you guys ever, I'm gonna keep that as a standard, but you can always switch up if you wish.
Yeah.
Um. So let's put it. I am gonna so enjoy when you're no longer on the river, and then I can actually use my other maps. Wait, do I have another? Let's see. Do I have another river map? As you start noticing that as I mentioned, the canopy sort of opens up, the river becomes a bit wider, and they have not lit up. There's definitely a let's see. They've definitely spotted you and look to be following you.
How far are they away?
Hmm?
How
They're
far?
about, I would say, about 120 feet up above you.
Okay, so they would be able to hear us if we shout.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, in that case, Vroon will definitely shout up in Draconic,
Okay.
and specifically, like his dialect of Draconic is going to be more Terrafolk dialect than like the actual dragons that we saw.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
uh, and he's going to just shout up like, "You best not try it unless you want to die."
Okay. Make me a. I mean, should I even put
Intimidation.
a? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Don't try anything. Yeah.
A 15.
15. Okay.
I
Um,
yeah no.
Can I inspire you?
it's not going to change much because these things are going to dive bomb you. So there are, let's see. Can somebody please roll me a d4?
Yes. 2.
Okay. So that is 1. That is 2. That is 3. And that is 4. So out of the half dozen that you see circling about, 4 of them sort of start dive bombing you. So I want you to roll initiative.
I can't stick a token.
Sorry.
No.
Oh yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have
yeah. I want you to think about rolling initiative.
rolling initiative.
I have found a different. Ignore the rocks; they're not going to be a problem.
Okay.
Ignore the fact that the rapids. This is you're pretty much. They are going to be flying as you're moving forward. They're going to be flying around. So there's not going to be any movement with regards to.
Okay, yeah.
So, but definitely, this is going to be a battle.
Great. I'm doing fantastic on my initiatives, guys.
Yes.
Mine have also all been below 10.
And that's my third initiative roll, and that's my third 20.
Critical hit on
Not
initiative.
complaining, but okay.
Heinrich with his 27 again.
Yes.
Yeah. Again, by the way, the
Yeah,
previous one he
Let-
had
again.
to,
yeah,
he
yeah.
had
Well,
to
let's see
throw
if he
away,
actually.
but
Did you actually? Yes, you did click
yes,
your
he
toe
did.
again this time.
Clicked
Okay.
on it.
Okay. Let me move you to the map because I realize that I've been neglecting a lot of the audience with regards to that. So yes, these 4 they are currently at 150 120 on, and they have a 50 feet. So 120 minus 50, a 70, I think.
Yeah.
Yes? Yes.
Yes.
70. So they are where you are, they are about 70 feet above. And they are definitely going to be dive bombing you.
Okay. I'm gonna stabilize myself, put my finger up, and I'm gonna shoot Scorching Ray.
Okay. Scorching Ray. So I'm guessing which one do you want basically?
I'll take the first one that I see, and I'll shoot shot by shot until if it drops, then I'll focus on another one.
Okay, I'm giving you this one right here, okay? Doesn't really matter which one's the first one or So -8. Yeah, that is a hit.
Second shot.
Yep.
Well, third one.
Yep, it's still falling. And 18 is good. Yep. -4. So as
Still?
you
I can still get one shot over because it's a level 3.
Okay.
Is it still up?
Yes, it's still coming down. It's hurt, but it's still coming down. Yep, that's a hit. Yep, that kills it. One less. This one drops. As you notice that it's still dropping, but its control is lost, and it seems the dive is no longer control. It just plummets. It is now just plummeting. Sorsha.
I'm gonna cast an Eldritch Blast, the one the closest to us. And my Eldritch Blast is kind in the form of a long purplish crepiting dragon.
Okay.
Choosing.
Nice.
And please roll. Yes.
That's it. Okay, 9.
That's enough.
You should have 2, I think, now.
I don't know.
Yes, you should have 2 Eldritch Blasts.
That's
Okay,
true.
so another one.
Yep.
That's-
26, nice. For another
And that's a
7.
7.
Okay, that is good. As so this one takes another is sort of diving, and you're shooting up. So there are these the mage and the bard starts showing up, shooting up like World War II flak cannons, and they're bang, 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 and you can see these while the terrafolk, the first two are the first. Well, there are 3 of them that sort of 2 of them move out of the way. The other 2 right behind them get peppered, but while one falls, the other one's still there. They are going to accelerate.
Good. Come into range.
Come on, come on, come on.
Okay, yeah, they're just gonna fall. No, they can't fall, so they're just gonna go down another 50 feet. So they're 20 feet above. Let's put them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're closing in a bit, but I'm putting them up. They're about 30 feet above you. These are the last 3. Okay.
Okay.
Your turn. You can see that they're slowing a bit down. They're angling. They've dropped. They're not dropping just above you, but they're coming in sort of lower down onto and sort of angling their way to sort of to come at you really from the side.
So it's Vroon's
It's
turn.
Vroon's turn. Yeah.
So they're still a bit far away.
Consider them at about 30 feet.
Yeah, well, that's still too far for me to hit them with a hammer, but it's
enough.
not too far for a guiding bolt.
And which one? 2 or 3?
This one.
Okay, center. Yep. So that's a hit.
And 18 damage.
Nice.
Ouch.
And advantage for the next attack.
Gale, you're up.
So how far apart are they? Are they diving in formation, like
Pretty much.
really close
Yeah.
together?
As you can see them.
Fatal mistake.
Nice.
Because I am going to cast Shatter on the main one, which means that if they're very close together, like less than 10 feet, They're each gonna be taken in the influence zone.
Okay. Yeah, you can catch all three.
Uh, 3d10. I could make that a maximum hit damage. And just take care of this encounter, maybe?
If you want to do it, just do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Just a mega shatter.
Okay,
So
mega
that's 30 damage.
mega shatter.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a Constitution.
DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
16.
16.
Submit damage 30. Then on half. Yeah. So this one drops. This one drops. And I think the last one, basically is swerved. It's taken damage as well, but it's definitely going to be moving. It's you see, it hasn't maybe taken a decision yet, but definitely the shockwave is sort of it's tumbling a bit. Heinrich.
I'll make the decision for that buddy of ours. I'm gonna cast. Does a 12 hit?
12 does hit. Yeah.
Okay. Still up?
Wait, what was it? You need to hit. You just did the damage there.
Oh, okay. Well, my apologies.
Yeah, well, 12 hits, and I'll give you the 8 above you as you knock it down.
Thank you.
So yes, as you're going along, it is literally a scene from a night scene from World War II. The Battle of Britain, or the bombers over Berlin. As you start firing in the air these spells, there's a Gale making the shockwave, and yes, these four Tellerfolk and you just keep going by. The others sort of as they circle above and leave. Well done.
Well, Vroon warned them. He gave an honest warning.
He did. He did. I have to give you that. He did. Yes.
I think we'll have to hasten a bit because after all that noise, maybe we should hurry.
Or wild animals are gonna stay away from us, like that.
Yeah, but there are some
More.
animals
Yeah.
that are actually attracted to noise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like animals making just as much noise as you guys.
Yeah.
There's
go,
definitely a moment. There's definitely a moment where Eku and Salida are going, okay,
We need to get out of here.
well, while I appreciate the effort and you've done very well, maybe avoid the loud spells for maybe the next couple of days.
We can't promise that.
Right, okay, yeah. So
Right, that Gale is a big fan of lightning and thunder.
yes, thunder. Yeah, well, like I said, beautiful use of the bang, bang, bang. Okay, we are next day. So the weather is letting up. It is now dry and sunny. You can see the sky.
Next
And
day, does that mean long rest?
yes, long rest.
Yeah, don't forget that, guys.
Exactly, just making sure because my spell
Can I-
slots are not.
Can I have a
plentiful.
D4 for bless?
Yes, you can. 4.
Nice.
So that's a plus 12.
And I think we should make haste. So go maybe a bit.
Oh, you wanted to go haste?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It would make sense.
Yes.
It would make sense.
Oh,
Okay.
Just a second. So we
I'm going to have to.
Just according to the situation, you know?
Yeah.
we are at our 4th day in the jungle, right?
Yeah.
Because no, 5th, if I'm correct.
Fifth.
Okay. So actually, yes, I'll get the speed. Oh,
Two,
that's what it means.
3,
Okay.
4. This will be our 5th, yes.
So because yesterday we had the Terrafolk. The day 3 we didn't have any encounter, right?
No, and you do not have an encounter this time either.
Okay.
So you are there. Okay.
Slow but steady, slow but steady.
So you are coming up on. You're about a good day's travel. You could make there. You can make it if you hurry. You can make the camp righteous by the end of the day.
Yes. Let's
So
do this.
again, rest. Let's go for the weather. Okay. So as you move in, as you start, as you pack as you pack to into the everything into the bag of holdings and so forth. Um, Eku has a look at saying, I do not like this. After the heat, the humidity will come up, and it is actually the mist coming up from the river and from the trees starts. But this is not the mist that welcomed you into the jungle. This is heavy fog. So you're actually at 150 feet maximum sight.
Okay.
So it's good for it's good to hide from the terrafolk, except for huge objects, and you are at -3 for wayfinding. So
Okay.
I am going to. So I'm going to go for the travel roll. Are you going fast? Are you going slow? Are you going normal?
Question, on day 5, did we hurry or not? Was
Yes,
it just yeah,
yes,
okay,
you hurried.
so quick.
Yeah, and
And
you,
Uh,
we
that's how
want,
you manage to double your speed. By the way,
Okay.
yeah, the question is if do we want to go to camp righteous by the end of the day or not? Because if we do, we have to hurry.
Yeah, but do we? That's
Do
a
we
question
want
I'm gonna
a high risk to get lost?
plus. Question I ask also is like, do we trust them?
Camp Righteous?
No.
They're gonna be stupid, but no, they shouldn't be too dangerous to us.
I I would propose let's go. Let's have a feeling of the situation, but if it smells, let's just continue our travel. I prefer to stay in the jungle then with our tents and everything than stay in a camp where maybe we're gonna have unnecessary violence or something else. So I would evade that.
I don't think so. Camp Righteous, that's gonna be the oh god damn it.
Gauntlet.
Sorry?
Order of the Gauntlet.
Yeah, the gauntlet. So lawful stupid.
But I don't like lawful stupid.
No, but what I mean is they're not gonna attack travelers or ransom, or that's just not how they do it. It's not the Zentarim, it's not the Flaming Fist. So we should be alright.
Okay,
So
well, I trust your judgment, Gale, but I'm still not liking this, so I'll follow.
The worst thing they can do is try to convince me to stay with them instead of continue, and they're not gonna manage that.
Like that, the priest among us calls the paladins everything stupid. It's hilarious.
I mean, let's face it. The Order of the Gauntlet. The only members of the Order of the Gauntlet that you've met, apart from at political event at the when you were being celebrated, were um, a group of bodies at the bottom of a demon infested pit. So
Yes.
And Gale probably has fought with those guys before
yes,
as a
definitely.
mercenary. So
Oh,
yeah, she
these
has
are
stories.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to explore that, go ahead. But I just need to know right now. I just need to know: are you going fast or are you going slow, or are you going normal?
I'm gonna take the guy's advice, but I think we're going to go just the usual amount and not
The usual
quick.
pace. Okay.
Yeah.
So survival. You were actually not at 8. You're at 5 because you
I'll
have
still
-3.
gonna cast
Yes.
guidance.
Nice. Okay. That's a good thing you've got advantage. Okay. So you are just shy of Camp Righteous.
Okay.
And as well, let's play this out. You said you had stories, so let's move in. As you come in a bit closer, Salida is again is setting up the camp. Um, her her cooking, as you learned, is not as flavorful. It's a bit blander
Runes.
than Vroon's when it comes to spices. But the fact that she knows the forest quite well allows her to find different plants and different. So you'll have wild rhubarb. You'll have different sort of plants and um, wild sage and stuff like that she'll put in. So all of what she has is usually a bit fresher with regards to the taste than the spices, especially coming from the bag. But it's and so it's a different it's a different take on the food. But yeah, she's the one preparing the food tonight.
Okay.
And as you're setting up the tent, let's see. Okay. So as yeah, you're setting up the yeah, you're setting up camp. You have been the tasks are set out. I'm going to yeah. um and I think it is Salida who probably asks at one point. Um, so I have not met these men of these people of the Gauntlet. I usually take the other river down towards Kusabal. But Gale, you mentioned that you have stories of them. Who are these people?
Or an order set up onto fighting for the right cause and erasing the evil from the world. And you can't exactly fault them for that. However, they usually do more than they think, and that is a problem. Um, Once we've been called upon, called for help because the order moved in into a region where there was a camp of orcs. I don't know if you have those here.
She nods and says, usually brought in over on boats.
well, the camp of orcs was threatening a village, but was also in the way between the village and a camp, another another camp. God damn it! The lair of what would it have been? Something scary, something big, something.
Manticore?
Nah. Eh.
Drake?
No, it would have been a kobold camp, but and further away would have been an orc camp.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they came in, erased and killed all the kobolds, and called it a done deed. Went away. Yeah, the village didn't. They could handle the kobolds, and the kobolds were in the way of the orcs. So when the orcs came to the village wasn't able to handle the orcs as well as they were able to handle the kobolds.
Ah. They took the lesser evil as the greater one. Yes. That is a lesson. And Aku replies, that is something we know very well, yes. Sometimes an evil hides another.
Yes.
And so you were saying these gauntlet people, they are unable to make the difference.
They have a task. When they have a task, when someone tells them there is a danger somewhere, they will handle what they have been told and not think about how it affects the lives of the ones around them.
Lawful stupid. Okay. Hmm.
They want to do a good in the world, but they usually forget that you have to think to do good in the world. Following orders stupidly and just handling what you can see in front of you is usually not the best solution.
While I would agree, there are some things that need to be put down for the
Oh,
protection
I
of
am
others.
sure. Just as I have seen that Camp Righteous is on the side of the river with the with the threat, with the undead.
Though this part of the jungle is not safe from its troubles as well either. Further west of here are a few goblin tribes that can be quite vicious as well. If you see a grinning mask about at your eye level, be wary. That goblin is not alone.
Goblins are never alone.
Could you all, as you're all talking, could all of you please make me a let's see. Yeah, make me a perception check, or if you guys, or just yeah. What's your passive perceptions, everyone?
18.
11.
17.
Okay. Um. So maybe a bit later in the evening, you start getting the noises of the jungle. You're starting to get used to that. There's a bit of quiet maybe coming from just the northwest of you. Um, nothing too, but there's no rattling of the leaves. There's no huge thunderous thing. However, you start seeing through the canopy um, four four what look to be monkeys or apes. So humanoids, most of them may be hanging upside down or crouching onto the tree that seem to be um, looking down towards the camp with interested eyes, sort of interested eyes.
Okay. I'll. So look, they're looking like monkeys, right?
No, that yeah, well, they're technically monkeys. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Do they have wings?
No, they do not have wings.
Okay.
I mean, they're a bit difficult to see. I mean, with the firelight, you can kind of see the shape. They look ape-like. Yes, I'll say that.
Okay.
I want to put even if they're just monkeys, I just want to put a little stress on you.
Oh. Well, Gil will probably say something like, looks like we have visitors.
Um, as you sort of moving forward, they don't they seem to be sort of they're crawling up slowly through the trees, through the canopy. They're about maybe 10, 15 feet above you.
Mm-hmm.
And they, I mean, how do you react? Do you try and shoo them off? Do you just let them approach? What's your general? Do you send Laryl? I don't know.
Yeah, just let Leroy play with them. I think that should be enough.
Okay. So as Laryl sort of goes up towards them, one of them sort of let's see. Uh, okay. Let me just check. Okay, so that is. Yeah, so at one point, Laryl goes up to them and starts again, sort of, sort of hyping up and sort of flash, and then at some point in your mind, Sorsha, there's a flash of pain, and Laryl pops.
I would probably be in the middle of a discussion of something, and
Yeah, you sort of said, yeah, go have fun, and then you continue the conversation, probably in the story, asking questions about the Order of the Gauntlet, and immediately there's a flash of pain through your mind, as and as you turn around, the four monkeys seem to have taken a much more have gone closer. They seem to have taken a much more sinister kind of look. I am going to have you join the map.
Ah, shit.
Think we'll have to do that next time, though.
Yes. It's
As we will
it's
discover this next time, indeed. Do you want to see the monster?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you want to see the monster? Okay,
Ooh.
I am going to.
Undead monkeys?
Let's see. I'll
Always
show.
those undead monkeys. My god.
No, Sutu monsters.
Ah, burn it. Burn it all away. Jesus.
Yes. So we'll be throwing off we'll be launching initiative at next time. On that note, I want to thank you all. Let's put Gazy here, though Gazy, as Laryl, has popped out of existence, but it's just as a reminder. I want to thank all four of
He'll
you
be back.
for this full day.
Yay!
This was fun. As you can see, the jungle is a dangerous place.
Oh yeah.
So again, many secrets to be unveiled. Next time we'll have the Sioux monster. We will have the discovery of Camp of Vengeance and
Righteous.
Camp
Camp,
Righteous.
Camp Righteous. Yes, first. And well, in the meantime, there is one question left, which is, when will we meet again?
Bye bye.
Bye.